Yo. Shout out to everybody out there. Welcome to Angry Fan Sports. Subscribe to the channel, like the content. So, I just finished watching the Indiana Fever destroy, massacre, mollywop, totally obliterate Nigeria 105-57. Now, before you start doing handstands and backflips, talking about championships, this is not a team that is like, okay, are we going to win? This is a team where it was just like, all right, how many points are you going to win by? 40, 45? Are you going to have a bad game and still win by 25, 30? You see what I'm saying? This is one of them kind of teams. So it was expected for them to not only win, but blow them out at the same time, especially being at home. I already knew the Indiana Fever was going to come out with a lot of energy, pushing the pace. When you heard what Stephanie White was saying in her last interview about the lack of urgency and things of that nature, you know, she drilled that into their head all the way up until this game right here. So everybody came out ready to play. Aaliyah Boston, it looked good seeing her back. She was back for about 10 minutes. She had 6 assists. Now, I got to be honest with you. I don't like her bringing the ball up. I don't like her standing around the three-point line. I know she's going to be shooting them because we can clearly see her practicing them. The reason why I'm saying this is because even though she's getting assists, yeah, because you have guards who can play, you know, who can shoot, we're not getting the rebounds. We're a small team. We going to need her down low. We're going to need her down low, yo. Not around the three-point line. I'm just saying. Them second chance points, we're gonna need every one we can actually get. And we're not gonna get them with her being above playing around the three-point line. It's just common sense. Damaris Dantes had a monster game, 16 points. She hangs out around the three-point line. The only one who's going to be down low is going to be KK, who was actually playing way better. You can definitely see the difference between last season and this season. She's becoming more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see she wants more playing time, and she's probably going to get it. I've seen one specific play that actually worked with Aaliyah Boston with a pick and roll with Caitlyn Clark. Usually it's Boston who's setting the pick for Clark. This time it was Clark setting the pick for Boston, and when she rolled to the rim and laid it up. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that because the minute Clark get hurt, setting the pick on one of the bigs is going to be a big deal. It's going to be. I don't want to get used to that. Her setting picks for Aaliyah Boston. All right. I don't think no other, like, this is crazy right here, but whatever. I'm not even going to go there with it. I don't think no other coach would have Aaliyah Boston bringing the ball up. I think it's literally stupid. We got all these guards, and we still want Aaliyah Boston to bring the ball up. I don't know. Kelsey had a good game. Hold on. Rewind. Damaris Dantes had, let me see something. Let me bring this box score up. We got to talk about Damaris Dantes, man. We got to talk about it. Right. All right. Damaris Dantes had 16 points. All right. 5 for 9, 4 for 6 from the 3, 5 reads, 3 assists, 1 steal. All right. I know Damaris Dantes could be slow at times. She runs a little slow, even though she slimmed down a lot. You know what I'm saying? If you look at how she used to look, she definitely slimmed down. I know she's not the best rebounder in the world, but let me tell you something, man. When she's overseas, she plays great. If she could have games like this, I'm not saying 16 points, but you come off the bench giving us 12, 11, she's capable of doing that. She really is. And she actually is a decent three-point shooter. I see why she hangs out around there, but we need that Damaris Dantes. We don't need one who's going to be 0 for 8 from the 3. We don't need one who's going to, you know what I mean, just be out there stinking it up, be a liability. Like, we need this Damaris Dantes here. She played a good game. Monique Billings tweets her ankle. You know what I'm saying? She hit a 3. She's playing nice. She'll get used to it. Hopefully her ankle's fine. I hate the fact that they got tweaked in this game. And, like, next week in the season start, we got the Dallas Wings. Like, preseason's over with now. So we don't need nobody hurt, which is why I don't want to see Clark setting no damn pick for Aaliyah Boston. You know what I'm saying? Kelsey Mitchell, 17 points, 6 for 9. Great game. Sophie Cunningham had 8 points. 3 for 4. I see it. Clark is playing off ball. They're letting her bring the ball up some, but a lot of other people are bringing the ball up. I think that's going to slow us and hurt us down the line because them quick, easy points, because Clark can pass the ball down the court, we're not going to get those. And that's like, we get a lot of points off of that. So anybody bringing the ball up is not going to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. I see the problems already coming. Shout out to Raven Johnson. She had a good game today. What was she? Let me see. Raven Johnson had 9 points. She was 3 for 6. 1 assist, 7 rebounds. Okay. Raven Johnson, Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlyn Clark. I got to see how this is going to work right here. I just got to see how it's going to work. I don't like watching Clark play off ball. She's getting more and more reduced to a regular player. I feel like, even though she still did her thing, you know what I'm saying? She definitely hit a three. There was a play where I believe her hair might have hit her in the eye, and she thought it was a defender, and they didn't call it, and she got hot and hit it and just banged along a three. You know what I'm saying? From a dead ball. She had a couple of threes. I actually believe. Let me see. I think she had a couple of threes. Yeah, she was 2 for 3. She had 12. She only played 13 minutes. You got to understand, I'm really talking about the first half. I told y'all, we had about 70 points at half. We only wound up with 105. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the second half was a total drag. Like, it was disgusting basketball, if we're going to be all the way real. It was hard to watch. So I'm really recapping the first half in a sense, because the second one, you would have went to sleep. Man, there are a lot of empty seats in that arena. There was a lot of empty seats there. It feels good to see the Indiana Fever fans fighting back. I had to think about something, right? For you to be an Indiana Fever fan, I'm not talking about a Pacer fan. I'm not talking about a Caitlyn Clark fan. I'm talking about a fan of the Indiana Fever. For all these years, it must piss you off to see that you have a phenomenon and the organization is totally mistreating them to the point that, they may walk away. They may walk away. Like, they're possibly destroying, you know what I'm saying, something great for y'all. Like, I had to sit back and really think about that. Like, wow. Yeah, we got some talented players. I like Raven Johnson on the court. It sucks, though, because she's a point guard, and I want Clark to play point. I don't like Raven Johnson more than I like Clark. You see the problem here? That's not a diss to Raven. I don't like her more than I like Clark. So it's kind of wild. I'm glad she's doing good, but I still feel like, all right, this is still not what I want to see. If Clark went somewhere else, I still wouldn't be watching the Fever. I will be following her wherever she went. This got to be honest with you. That's Leah Boston, Caitlyn Clark, Maisha Hines Allen had 5 points. Michaela Simpson, 12 points, 5 for 5. She's getting aggressive. She's looking more comfortable out there. She really is. Kimbrough, 5 points and 2 for 3. Harris is back. She had 2 points. She was 0 for 3 from the field. Troller had 5. Raven Johnson had 9. Timmons had 3. She was 0 for 5. Next season sets it off. They're going to have to play with energy every single game. They're going to have to be ready to run. We playing against a lot of bigger teams, and they're going to destroy us if we're not playing perfect at this point. If this is what the offense is, where everybody's just passing, see, it's dangerous because if Kelsey Mitchell has a bad game, we're going to lose the game, I feel like. Because before, if Kelsey would have an off game, Clark would immediately turn that bitch up. You see what I'm saying? But now with this offense, I seen Clark shoot a 3 where it looked like the coaching staff was pissed. But then Kelsey shot a 3 and they didn't care. Like, it's wild. It's wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. We'll see how this season starts. I'm not impressed by this. We lost to Dallas. I'm more worried about us losing to Dallas than beating Nigeria, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Now we're going to play against some teams who's not going to play with us. I feel like at this point, we're like a 5 through 18 playing this way. I mean, we'll just have to see how this works out. A lot of turnovers. We had a lot of turnovers, I believe. Let me see our team stats real quick. Hold on. We did have some turnovers. Field goal, we had 54%. Great shooting, 54%. From the 3, we were 45%. Free throws is 90%. We had 18 turnovers. They had 25. We had 18. We only out-rebounded them 39 to 32. Like, we're going to be getting killed on the rebounds. Y'all do realize that, right? We were up about 49 points at one point. We're going to be getting destroyed on the rebounds. We're going to be getting destroyed. And there's going to be a lot of fouls that are going to be called for us scrambling trying to get these rebounds. This is going to be a wild season coming up. It is. They look good tonight, though. But next weekend is where we're going to see what's up. We're going to see what's up. And we cannot be starting off slow. Like we can't be 4 and 5 and we're struggling to win our first. We can't be starting off like that. All right. If this is and Stephanie White, this is 100% what you want to do. You want to bring Aaliyah Boston. You want her running the point, bringing the ball up when she should be down low, trying to draw fouls on their bigs so she can tussle for the rebounds. Like, you want her up top. You want Clark standing in the corner fighting off 1,000,001 screens, not even getting the ball. I seen her get looked off again today. Whatever. This is what you want. I wonder how we're gonna look with Lexi. This is like, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know about Lexi. I don't think it's guaranteed that she's starting over Sophie. I don't know. We're gonna see how this is gonna work out here. You know what I'm saying? But it was a cool game. It was a cool game. We destroyed them. Clark is back. Everybody was looking good out there. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it was expected. I'm more trying to see how we're gonna go against these other teams when the season starts next week. You know what I'm saying? I'm out though. Peace.